is up, everyone? Pastor JAMZ here, back with another review, and the review of the latest album by Pusha T, It's Almost Dry. Pusha T is 44-year-old rapper from the Bronx, New York, and he has come through with this new album, long anticipated, ever since his amazing and outstanding Daytona album back in 2018, turning way too many, well, not way too many, you can never have too many heads, being turned your way when you are making a huge splash in the rap industry, and a lot of heads were turning towards Pusha T's direction with this new album Daytona back in 2018, when he essentially just came through with his life as a drug dealer, being surrounded by gang related situations, things like that, and of course his diss track towards Drake, and that sparked the huge feud between the two for the forthcoming years. And now we are in 2022 with It's Almost Dry. We are looking at 36 minutes and 12 tracks. It's Almost Dry kind of comes through to me as more of the things that weren't really talked about in Daytona, which I really think is good. However, considering that we're looking at about a 4-year difference between albums, maybe there could have been some more fleshed out ideas sooner. But hey, you can't rush art, and I'm not saying that there are no fleshed out ideas in It's Almost Dry. I'm just saying that the way that It's Almost Dry is portrayed kind of feels like fleshed out ideas that weren't really expressed in Daytona. Even though Daytona was a great album, I just think that It's Almost Dry is sort of the predecessor of Daytona, in which I think Pusha T could have maybe pushed out a little bit sooner. But like I said, hey, can't rush art. But for the most part, I gotta say, this album did take me by surprise. Executive producer Pharell Williams, really awesome with the production. And Kanye West also kind of, produces a few tracks here and there. Most notably the ones that he is featured in, such as Dreamin of the Past with Kanye West and Rock and Roll with Kanye West. He also produces another track, Diet Coke, and some other tracks towards the later half of the album. But for the most part, Pharrell Williams is the one who's doing the producing, and he is phenomenal. Kanye West as well is doing amazing, just doing their thing, very experienced and veteran producers. Especially for Pusha T, I think him now, I say labeling himself, or I'm labeling him as a veteran rapper. I think that it's amazing how much of a different direction and different sound that he goes towards the rapping and what he does with this album. In terms of samples, we get outstanding wild samples like from Beyonce and John Lennon, but it's just amazing how the production is so alive and fresh, new to the ears of any rap enthusiast or anyone who enjoys rap in general. Just crazy how something can be taken and just implemented in a different way. Something that goes hard and just so natural sounding to the ear of a rap listener. But I would say that there is one track on here that didn't really, catch my ear. I'd say it was the production for Call My Bluff. And it's unfortunate. It sounds kind of weird and kind of goofy in a way. Given that track, also the lyricism and the versatility of how Pusha T portrays the whole song in general, it's a little goofy in a way and just strange. It's hard to really explain. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the worst track on here is Call My Bluff. And another dishonorable mention is Rock and Roll featuring Kanye West and Kid Cudi. And it's not really Pusha T's fault, but I guess given that the recent dispute between Kanye West and Kid Cudi, Pusha T could have probably taken the track off, or maybe take away the features in general. Kanye West and Kid Cudi. Given that Kid Cudi's chorus vocals aren't really hitting, I don't really know what the heck he's going on with, like the distorted, messed up vocals. Given that he's so amazing with his actual vocals, his hums and everything like that, that's so notable in rap music and hip hop. And then Pusha T also mentions that everyone's by Kanye's side, and it's really that bar really falls flat given that there's a huge dispute between the people inside the label Good Music and Kid Cudi and Kanye West having this huge fallout within their relationship respectively. And yeah, that he straight up just could have taken that bar out. But other than that, I mean, there's some things that are mentioned that really gets cut short, and like I said, the chorus of Kid Cudi falls short as well. So that's also another track that didn't really hit with me. But in terms of other features on here, like Jay-Z on Neck and Wrist, he's amazing. Does his thing as usual. The ones that caught me by surprise, honestly, was Lil Uzi Vert and Don Toliver and Labrinth. Uh, Lil Uzi Vert and Don Toliver were really good on the track "Scrape It Off" with Pusha T, and kind of good chemistry between all of them. It really surprised me that Lil Uzi Vert and Pusha T could maybe work something out, and it did. I was a little afraid that maybe Lil Uzi Vert was going to be a little bit too much for Pusha T, but no, everything was really well made, and they were all on the same level with the same energy. And Labrinth caught me really by surprise because I didn't really know. It's the last track on here, I Pray For You, with MALICE, Pusha T's brother, who is a part of that group, MALICE, Gene. And it really caught me by surprise how Labrinth was put into the track, given that he is usually surrounded by, most known for his work with Euphoria, the TV show, producing and making music for that show. I really didn't know where he was going to go with this, given that I've heard some of his music, and now that it really did come off very beautiful. And that's pretty much the only way I could describe the track. It's more of a homage to how Pusha T is coming full circle with the album concept and just ending it all right there, especially with the messaging of the album and how it, like I said, precedes Daytona. um Pusha T is he the whole album talks about how he was involved with drug dealing and gang situations and gang scenarios, and he really comes through with the track "I Pray For You" in such a crazy way. How he mentions various things give him PTSD of those days, or various things that just make him think back and look not necessarily look down or get depressed, but he is very glad that he's out of that scenario, out of that atmosphere, out of that environment. And I think that's amazing and interesting how Pusha T describes various topics like that throughout the album of his past life in gangs and uh, selling drugs and stuff like that. But for the most part, I mean, you can't go wrong with this album. It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. It is as Pusha T can get. So, I am going with amazing production and a really easy listen from start to finish. Amazing features as well. And Pusha T doing his usual stuff and always coming through with some of these more outstanding, elaborative ideas that we haven't seen from Pusha T before. If you are a fan or want to hear something more from a veteran, I mean, listen to It's Almost Dry. It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. You will not regret it. I'm going to give It's Almost Dry by Pusha T, the latest album by him, a 9 out of 10. I think that the production is just way too amazing between Kanye West and Pharrell that elevates Pusha T, his messaging, and just everything from him and his features, the friends that he brings along on the journey, just elevates it so high above a whole nother level. Yes, there are two tracks on here that were minor bumps in the road, but hey, it's really overlooked with just amazing tracks and productions. There's a few surprises on here and really great ideas, especially from Pusha T. You cannot go wrong by that. Pusha T, It's Almost Dry, 9 out of 10. Let me know what you think. Link will be in the description below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share with a friend. Peace and stay safe.